This is your mortgage rate watch for Thursday, March the 31st, and I'm Keith Akada with the Mortgage Reel. Taking a look at the snapshot page today, you will see that yesterday we had a pretty good gain from the initial jobless claims report released. However, going into the unemployment report, you'll see that the market has already leveled off and we've already lost some of the early gains we saw from this morning. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the unemployment report actually impacts the overall market and the reaction of it going into the weekend. There's not a lot in the market that's really optimistic about what's going to happen with the unemployment rate tomorrow because there's so many people who are just not factored in the overall population of being part of the unemployment report that are just purely jobless now. But here's the thing. Should the unemployment report at least meet expectations or come in slightly better, it's definitely going to apply a lot of pressure to the bond markets, which would result in a sell-off, pushing yields higher, also pressuring interest rates higher. If the unemployment report comes in below expectation and disappoints the market, should Wall Street sell off, that could come as a benefit to the bond market, helping to improve interest rates going into the weekend. So this is obviously something that we'll be watching very closely. The unemployment report is going to be the biggest talk tomorrow, and it's going to have the biggest shock on the market. You could pretty much watch the trend between the Dow Jones, S&P 500. Should those begin a sell-off going into the weekend with no global impact news coming from the Middle East or from Japan or anywhere else being the euro, then that's definitely going to put the pressure on the selling side, and that's going to bring those funds into the bonds, into the mortgage-backed securities, and hopefully put it in there. So there's no mortgage-backed security announcements as far as the Treasury selling, auctions, or anything like that. So this is all purely coming upon the speculation of how the unemployment report is going to actually shape out tomorrow, and that's going to definitely have an impact to either improve, keep it the same, or worsen the markets. So this is yet to be seen. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Make sure to leave any comments, feedback, or questions below. We'll make sure from Team Mortgage Reel to get back and answer those as quickly as possible. We have a special request we'd like to make before you leave, and hopefully you've enjoyed today's clip. Make sure to check on the home page. Click on the banner at How to Beat the Banks, and that'll take you directly to our Facebook fan page. We definitely put out more and more information and to create transparency in the financing process of home ownership. We're big advocates of home ownership, obviously, but we want to make sure it's as easy as possible to understand what's impacting and the education necessary for home ownership today. And when you're visiting us on Facebook, make sure to like us when you're there. Thanks for tuning in to Your Mortgage Rate Watch. We'll be back with more news impacting your largest investment, your home.